Hey everybody, it's Toya Taylor and I'm back with another video. This is the review for Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6 Episode 9. The title of the episode is True Colors. Fatima, I'm just going to tell you like this. You had no right stepping foot into Karen's home. Like, no matter if her door was open, no matter if you felt the need to go and confront and fight her about a man, like that was totally out of line. Now, not saying what Karen did at the coffee shop was out of line, but you also got to look at it like this. Karen would have never been at the coffee shop with Zach if Zach didn't take her to the coffee shop with him, right? So, I hear a lot of people going for Karen, but Zach also needs some straightening. That's how I see it. I feel like the same energy Fatima stepped in Karen's house with, she should have had that same energy with Zach whenever Zach grabbed her and held on for dear life at the salon when he thought Karen was dead. So, I feel like the same energy Fatima coming with for Karen, she should have came for Zach with that same energy. And that's just on period. Karen jump up and she like, bitches, you just walk inside my house? Fatima said, well, that's what happened when you leave the door unlocked. And now, Sabrina and Andy, they both telling Karen to calm down. Really? In real life, if some female walk inside your house, or just anybody, walk inside your house and ready to confront you and fight you about a man, is you gonna calm down? So Karen telling them, hell no. This bitch just walked in my house like she paid rent. I'm not finna calm down. So now, Fatima, she throwing shade, talking about, please, if I pay rent up in here, it'll look a whole lot nicer than it look now. So now Danny jumping in the middle, talking about something. No, Fatima, that's wrong. This is a nice shield. Y'all, they is going at it like cats and dogs up here. Karen told her again, bitch, get the fuck out. Fatima said, put me out. Now Karen talking about, oh, put you out? Put you out? Okay, y'all, it's a lot of antagonizing going on. Karen looked at Andy and told her straight up, you better get your friend. Get your friend. It's your friend. And you think that's what you said? Now Andy, she acting like she's scared of Fatima. Fatima? Fatima? Now, you know this is wrong. This is Karen's home. You know I'm your boss. Baby, Fatima told her, yeah, from 9 to 5. I'm like, yeah, Andy, you must have forgot this ain't the old Fatima. This the new one right here. Okay, this ain't the one that used to do work for you even when she not even on the clock. You call her and you giving her orders while she at home. No, this ain't that Fatima, baby. Fatima told Karen, I'm gonna make one thing clear to you. Zach don't want you. So cut out the bullshit. Seems like to me she need to be making that clear to herself. Because it seems like every other episode she's talking about, are you still in love with Karen? You're still in love with Karen. Zach still love her. Crying all in that deposition room. Can't even do her job because she worried about Karen. Seems like you need to be making that clear to yourself, baby girl. Fatima then tells Karen that the only thing sparing her right now is that baby that she carrying. And she don't even know who the daddy is. Y'all, it's so much shade in the room right now. Did y'all hear how Andy and the rest of the girls caught that straight bullet from Fatima? Y'all. Karen said, don't you fuck your coworkers? And Fatima said, that would be Andy. Oh, hold on, wait. That would be all y'all. Is that what all y'all do? I'm like, girl. The room is hot, okay? Because clearly Andy has been pillow talking with all the rest of the girls, okay? Yeah. Because Andy, she had sex with Paris. That was her coworker because he's the janitor at the law firm. Danny had sex with Q over at the airport. Sabrina, she had Jacoby at the bank. And y'all already know Fatima had hate. Alright. So, I'm like, okay, the room is really hot right now. Because Fatima done struck a match. Okay? She done put Andy on Front Street. And the only one out of all of them that did not have sex with a coworker so far is Karen. So, y'all, it's a mess. And honestly, I don't see why Andy didn't check Fatima for this. She should have put her in line for that straight up. In the midst of all of that, in walked Zach. Fatima talking about, you supposed to be asleep. I thought I put it on you real good. I guess not. But no, on the serious tip, I know how it is when you with someone and you're used to sleeping with them at night, and when they're not in the bed with you, you can kind of feel their presence. You can kind of feel the absence of their presence, and it could cause you to maybe wake up, and then you realize that they're gone, or they stepped to the bathroom, or whatever they done did. In this case, Fatima over there at Karen's. So I'm pretty sure that that's probably why Zach woke up. I'm not doubting Fatima and how she put it down. Yeah, so don't take me serious. I'm sure she laid it on him real good. So now Zach trying to get Fatima up out of there. Karen started telling her to get the fuck out. And Danny, she telling him, like, look, Zach, y'all don't get her up out of here. The streets ain't good for the baby. And Karen, she's slinging a whole lot of bitches right now. So ain't no telling what's about to go down. Karen tells Fatima that she feel like she trying to make her lose this baby. That's why she coming over there getting her blood pressure up. And I don't understand why the girls keep telling Karen to calm down, when this girl is still inside of her house, unwanted and uninvited. Like, she's clearly trespassing. Karen has the right to react the way that she's reacting. And Fatima better be lucky that that's all she got. Fatima talking about, I want you to leave my man alone. That's all I want. Girl, how about your man leave her alone? Okay? Because he was the one that came running to her. He was the one that took her to the coffee shop. Matters a damn if he wanted to help her with her salon. He didn't have to take her to the coffee shop just to help her with the damages at her salon. That was going too far right there. I feel like a lot of heat that you got for Karen right now, Fatima, you should have had the same amount of heat for Zach whenever he flew out the door and went and tore up Karen in his arms and held on to her for dear life. You know what I'm saying? He took it too far then. You had to catch a whole ride share, and you didn't talk to him for what, 2 episodes? Now all of a sudden you got so much to say to Karen. Girl, bye. Now Karen shoves an envelope in Zach's chest. Okay, it set Fatima all the way off. She was like, don't touch him like that. Y'all. And Karen was like, yeah, there you go, baby. It's yours. You the father. You the daddy. Y'all, it's a mess. So this supposed to be the alleged DNA test in the envelope that she shoved in Zach's chest. But come to find out, whenever Zach left, after the girls left, before the girls left, Danny pulled the paper out, and she said that the paper was blank. Now, y'all, I don't know. It's 2 ways to look at this. Either Danny could be telling the truth that the paper is blank because the other girls didn't look at it. Andy and Sabrina. Only Danny did. Maybe Karen was bluffing. Or maybe Danny seen the results and she just didn't want to be the one to break the bad news. Because who knows? What if the baby could have been for Avery? And after Karen just basically threw him to the side, she probably just didn't want to say. I don't know. It's just a theory. Maybe the paper was really blank. I don't know. We'll see. Because it do make me think, like, if it was for Aaron, why would she be shoving it at Zach? Like, clearly, what if he would have picked up the paper for real? Because he didn't pick up the paper. She kept saying, pick up the paper, pick up the paper. Why you want to pick up the paper, Zach? What you scared of? Yeah, I got to excuse my voice because it's kind of hoarse. So, Zach didn't want to pick up the paper. He left it on the floor. So she was like, go ahead and run. You ain't nothing but a coward anyway. That's all you ever been. Y'all, it's just a whole lot of hoorah. So now we got Avery. He done popped up like always. Why don't you call first? That's so weird. It's so inconvenient. You cannot do that. So it's just like inconsiderate. Stop. Now he popped up talking about he came to check on Karen. Where is Jennifer? Didn't you just leave the coffee shop with her? Well, you had to go meet her somewhere else because Pam was there. But what happened to that? Why is you back over there checking on Karen? I don't get it. So it's like you trying to talk about Zach playing the two, talking about, oh, you just trying to play the both of them. But look at you, Aaron. Look what you doing. Aaron tells Zach to leave. So now Zach on one. He turned up. Telling Aaron not to say shit to me. Like, I will bust you in your shit. Don't say shit to me. Y'all know they get into it every time they see each other. Now Fatima and Karen is having a stare off, y'all. I'm like, what is going on? Y'all, it is a cringe. And Fatima telling Zach, pick up the paper. Pick it up, Zach. Pick it up. Pick it up. Sick him. Sick him. Let me stop. Y'all know Zach do anything Fatima tell him. So Karen looking at Zach talking about, oh, you don't want to see about your second child? Huh? Just tell her. Tell her. And I'm like, hell, how he gonna tell her? He don't even know yet. Now Zach yelling at Karen talking about some, stop! Just cut it out. It's embarrassing. Y'all, this is a mess of a scene. So now Karen get to antagonizing Fatima. Talking about, tell her how much you love me, Zach. Tell her about the coffee shop. Tell her how you me in the bathroom. Y'all. For one, he ain't gotta tell her how much he love you because he done already did that several times. Several different episodes. Not only have Fatima had to hear it, we done had to hear it. How much he still love Karen. So she already know that. That's clear. And understood. Now, with the coffee shop, yeah, I feel like I don't know if Fatima knew about that. All I know is he told Fatima he was going to help Karen with her salon. He didn't say anything about taking her to no coffee shop. Because I feel like that was unnecessary. Period. What we need to go to on a date for? For what? What we need to even, do that for? Just for you to help me with my damages. No. That's unnecessary. I feel like it was a motive there. Period. Now, with her saying that you me in the bathroom, that was a whole lie. Okay? So, yeah, Karen, I ain't with you on that one. Zach said that happened 3 years ago, before I was with her. Karen said, yeah, you brought me right back there, didn't you? Huh? I'm like, hell, Zach didn't even remember that was the place he brought you to on your first date. So, I don't know about that one. Karen told Andy straight up that she need to leave. Since that's your friend and I told you to get her the fuck out my house and you still didn't do it, you need to get the fuck out my house. And as a matter of fact, no. You need to choose which friendship you want. Mine's or hers. Because you can't have both. Honestly, Karen, I feel like Andy have already made that decision a long time ago. Clearly, she done already chose Fatima. Because she ain't never got your back. She's sitting up here telling you to calm down. And the whole time, this girl done stepped in your house. Now, Karen done put all the girls out of her house. I can understand why she want her time alone, but at the same time, you didn't have to disrespect all your sisters like that. I didn't feel that at all. Telling them to get the fuck out, that was like you taking your anger out on them, and that's not cool at all. And then, did y'all see the way Karen pushed Andy? Ooh, clearly she would have got pushed back. When they step outside, they know that Zach's still hanging around. So, Aaron asked him what he's still doing now. Now they going back and forth. And Andy, she like, she telling Zach to leave. Then she was like, friend, just go home. Because this is only going to get worse. And I'm like, hell, all this time I forgot that was even your friend, Danny. Like, we ain't seen Danny and Zach hang out on no friend level in a long time. I had not even forgot that they even had a friendship outside of Karen. But back to the subject. So, Zach, he started asking Aaron, why are you still here? Aaron asking him, why are you still here? So Andy like, Zach, the question is, why are you still here? Honestly, that is the question. Why are you still hanging around? You's talking about you trying to make sure Fatima not finna spin the block and come back. But at the same time, you could have made sure she wasn't gonna do that by leaving with her. I don't understand any of this. Because by you still hanging around is not going to, I just feel like you could have just left with Fatima, honestly, if you wanted to make sure she wasn't coming back. Because it's no way I would have just left you in front of your ex-girlfriend's house, and I wouldn't even understood why you want to stand there in front of your ex-girlfriend's house just to make sure I'm not coming back to her house. No, you can come home with me and you can watch me there. Okay? Yeah, well, I can watch you too to make sure you're not going back inside your girlfriend's house. Like, what are you saying? And logically, by Zach standing in front of Karen's house guarding it all night to make sure Fatima don't step back inside is not going to keep Fatima from getting her lick back. Because Karen, she has to come outside her house one day. Like, Fatima can't catch her in the streets. Because y'all got to remember, this ain't the old Fatima no more that actually care about her future and her career. This is the Fatima that don't give no fucks about nothing. Nothing but Zach. Aaron out there telling Zach that he needs to take care of his responsibilities. That he should have picked up the paper. Talking about what you gonna do, deny the baby. I bet you got other little babies running around here too. I'm like, Aaron, the same way you got stepkids running around here that you don't even check on ever since Fawn unalived herself. Man, you need to get your own shit together before you try to come sweep somebody else's shit up and tell them how they about themselves. Aaron, let's not do that. Because I'm still wondering when you gonna check on them kids of yours. We find out that Aaron is back drinking. Sabrina smelled it on his breath. Now, I'm thinking in my head maybe that's what he do with Jennifer. Because hell, that's who he was with before he came over there to check on Karen. So clearly that must be his drinking buddy. And I guess he's John when he's drinking. Back inside of Karen's house, she's sitting back on her couch clutching. Okay? Waiting on Fatima to come back with the door wide open. So Sabrina walks in instead. I'm glad she wasn't ready to pull the trigger. Now, she up there telling Sabrina how all this is messed up, basically. Because Zach came running to her whenever he thought she was in the fire. Talking about, you seen how he came running to me. You seen how he came running to me. And so Sabrina was telling her straight up, look, I think that Zach just felt the same way we felt. That he just have genuine love for you and he just didn't want you to be unalived. It's not like he wants you back in a relationship with you. And honestly, I don't even understand why Karen want to be back in a relationship with Zach. And I've been saying this. If he was such a trouble to your past, you know, he basically, he treated your heart. You know, if he did all of these things to you, Karen, why would you even want him back? Because you see him treating another woman the way you always wanted him to treat you. But you don't really know what's going on the inside of their home. You don't really know. Because honestly, over there on Fatima, Zach doing the same shit to Fatima that he was doing to you. Okay? It's just a different day. That's all. So, baby girl, keep moving on. At the end of it all, in walks Pam, y'all. She came to check on Karen because she ain't answering her phone. Sabrina told her, look, wrong time, Pam. Wrong time. Over at Maurice's house, the little bit of house he got left, y'all. Calvin letting him know straight up, look, all this is your fault. You the one that had sex with that guy. You the one was fooling around with him. And now you got Sabrina in the mix of all of this. So, Maurice, he getting mad about it. Talking about, I already feel bad about all this. Now you trying to make me feel worse. Like, what you trying to do? So, y'all, I'm just really tired of this storyline. And I cannot wait till this storyline is over with. Honestly, I'm tired of talking about it. Over at Zach's, he make it back to the house where Fatima is. And he let her know straight up that she was wrong for that. He was like, why did you go over there? She said, because I wanted to talk to her. And I'm thinking in my head, well, why didn't you just catch her in the streets? Or better yet, catch her at the salon where you call Zach at. Zach tells her that she can't just be walking to people's house like that. Clearly. And then she got the nerve to say, why? Because you can get your ass dealt with. That's why. Talking about, oh, she had the door open. Fatima, how you sound? Talking about sometimes you just gotta let you know where you stand. Fatima, your ass probably wouldn't have even been able to stand had Karen would have had that thing cocked and ready the first time you walked in. Fatima asked him why didn't he pick up the paper and look at it. And he said because he didn't want to do that in the midst of all of that drama. And Fatima was like, well, how we supposed to know if the baby not yours? Because she got the preacher man DNA, but, you know, she don't have yours. So if it's not his, then who could it be? So Zach was like, we don't know that yet. We don't even know if it ain't mine. If it ain't the preacher man, we don't know that it just automatically is mine. Honestly, at the time, Karen wasn't fooling with nobody else but Avery and Zach. So Zach can assume whatever he want to assume, but clearly, if Avery is not the daddy, it's Zach's. Because Rico was way in the beginning. He wasn't even thought about no more by the time this baby was conceived. Zach himself even doubled down on what I said in the beginning of this review, that Fatima was wrong for stepping into Karen's home. And she was. And I'm glad that he said it for himself. That way, for all the Fatima fans that's trying to come for me in my comments about me saying that Fatima was wrong, because clearly she was, y'all better go for Zach too. Because he said it for himself that she was wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that she was wrong for confronting Karen about the situation. But she was wrong for stepping in that girl home. And I said what I said. I'm not changing it. Fatima tried to make a point by saying that Karen came to their house before and she wished that she would come back tonight. Yeah. But Fatima, the difference is when Karen came to y'all house, she knocked at the door and waited on Zach to step outside. Okay? That's a different respect. Gary on the phone with Hayden telling him to get rid of Tamara. Talking about, I'm saving your life. Somebody need to save Andy's life from your ass. When Hayden walks in, Tamara is looking sexy in her lingerie, waiting on him to come home. But unfortunately, he had to break her the bad news that he's going through with the annulment and the marriage is off. So y'all know Tamara is not happy that her plan did not fall through. At least not now. But we'll see what type of tricks Tamara come up with. Danny over there on her date acting weird with Preston. And she's telling him basically she don't understand why he can understand everybody else's relationship and their problems, but when it comes down to them, he's kind of like dumbfounded. And so she feel that way because Preston noticed how Zach made Fatima feel when he thought Karen was in the fire and how he could possibly still have feelings for Karen. So Preston was able to read that from afar. Now Danny, she like, hold up. You standing this close to me and you can't even read what's going on between us. Y'all, it's a mess. But they night, it seemed to drift off, but then they caught the wheel. And now they ordering the bottle, so it looked like they on good terms. Andy hangs up the phone with Sabrina when Gary steps into the penthouse. And she's ready to have sex. And she's really not trying to have small talk at all. So Gary, he's off. He's realizing that Andy is off. And so she's talking, he's like, you acting strange. And she was like, oh, really? Yeah. Kissing 40, wondering if the man that I'm dating is cheating on me, still looking for a soulmate. I'm like, Andy, all that shit you talking is really irrelevant due to the fact that you knew the type of man you was dealing with when you got with him. You knew he was a cheater. Hell, he was cheating on his wife to be with you. So what are you saying right now, Andy? Clearly, y'all are going to continue to suck the life out of each other at this point. And y'all going to continue to suck the life out of the viewers if we keep having to watch this storyline. So moving right along. So now, y'all, we see Logan, the undercover cop from the airport. Yeah. The one that popped up on Danny. We see him in his office. And Maurice walks in and drops a confession. Okay? A false confession. Saying that it was him and Q. They were in on robbing the bank and Sabrina had nothing to do with it. Now, clearly, he's trying to get Sabrina out of it all the way together. Especially being that Calvin then already made him feel all the way worse than what he had already felt. Letting him know that, you got Sabrina in all of this and it's all your fault. So now Maurice trying to do everything he can in his power to get Sabrina all the way up out of this, period. So he's dropping the confession, and I'm guessing that he ready to go back to jail. Okay? But he say he ain't gonna go down by himself. He clearly said him and Q. Okay? Q not innocent. And he damn sure ain't no witness. He was in on it. And honestly, he was the only one that was in on it. And I hope that they finally find out. But that was the end of the episode, y'all. And thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.